We need to talk. You and the ET game, in my opinion, was the turning point of the entire video game saga. There's a reason why I considered you all to be akin to the fall of Anakin. Because Anakin's fall ruined the entire Star Wars galaxy forever. At the end of the Star Wars saga, there's no Jedi or Sith left. There's no Republic, no Rebellion, no Empire, no Sword. Just a bunch of ragtag group of rebels, Mandalorians, one fake Jedi, and a fucking Yuzhong Vong out there somewhere. I mean, you couldn't make this. I bet at the end of this timeline, we're just gonna have something similar to that, where literally going to have that much left. I think it's because games are gonna cost like what $90 now. Because of course you basically, if you weren't for you making the forcing Howard to make the 5 weeks, I think you know that now. I think you know what you did wrong and you're trying to fix it. I'm proud of you, Atari. I'm proud of you for doing that, but you have to admit your wrongs. If you never made the ET game and if the video game crash never happened, never lost control to Activision, none of this would have ever happened. None whatsoever. You know why none of it would ever happen? Because then we would have had so much fucking. I'm just not a fan. Done with ET game. That game murdered the industry in my eyes. And you lost out to a literal weird company that used to make sex hotel card games, very experimental. Nintendo. You lost out to them, and now they're gonna turn. Oh, yo, you guys, the fucking punch. I'm surprised that you haven't built them yet, but I'm thinking the main reason you have built them, but just not in our timeline. And I'm like, seriously, our timeline has been left in the dust. This idiocy. First, talking about the ET game, if power to make under 5 weeks. Sorry, you want to fix things? Make a new console, even make a new handheld. Bring it, make those hotels for crying out loud. Don't ever rush a creator, especially Howard, on a single game again. Not ever rush a Howard Scott Warshaw on a game again. Understood. You know why I'd personally never rush Howard Scott Warshaw on a game again? Ready? If you rushed Howard on another game, you know what I think would happen? This is why I think I'm glad Yar's Revenge sequel's taking decades to make. Because here's the problem. Never possible iron out all the bugs on that game. And this is like the same exact thing as like what would have happened if there's so many what ifs. Right? You know how tragic all those N64 games that got canceled were, like Banjo 3, Conker's other bad for or early GameCube games got canceled were like from Rare like Banjo 3 or Conker's early other bad for a day Mother 3 3D. Well, apparently I think there was something similar to the Star Wars universe, where after Disney bought it, there were so many tragic cancellations. Battlefront 3, you got like what? Star Wars 1313, Star Wars Underworld, you got a George Lucas sequel trilogy. I'll make another video on that, but I'm going to start with you guys. Sorry, I don't understand how you could have messed up that hard and lost the gaming crown. That hard. And what's worse, I don't know if like you have a chance to make a comeback, either 10th or 11th, right? As soon as you can, take it, but don't rush a gay or person again. Rush a single soul. And you're gonna end up ruining the whole Atari thing. You're gonna end up ruining it all, and I'm like, straight, I'm not a fan. What you did with the TT game, that was the biggest mistake you've made. Long shot. And I think it costed the gaming industry. All parts of pop culture got costed. To create a worse timeline for gaming, and I think, I don't think you should ever rush a creator again. That's my prescription. Do not rush anyone ever again. I mean, this is serious. It's like that one scene in like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish where the doctor says, "No more adventures for you. You need to try her." That's what I'm saying. If you ever made a comeback, do not ever rush someone ever again. Do not. Just don't. Do not make a person rush a game in under 5 weeks, knowing it takes 6 months to make the game work. Even if your other people say, if the game has to be rushed in under that time for a deadline, thanks to like a movie license, just forget it. Tell them the game's canceled. Okay? I don't care what has to happen. Cancel it, tell them to delay it like Nintendo did to GoldenEye 007. Just don't rush the shit you're making, because my gosh, was System Shock Remake amazing. As I can tell. And you're not going to be able to make amazing games like that. You just make another ET. Like, that's the curse, right? You're going to end up creating another game crash if you do that again, if you return. That's why I think, I'm glad you learned your lesson. Learned your lesson, Atari. Not fucking do that. You even admitted in your 100th anniversary documentary expanded edition. Normal. Basically messed up when you made the game. You basically admitted you messed up by doing that. You know that, right? I don't like saying that, but you did mess up with the ET game. Like, our advice: do not ever rush another person on a game again. It's not okay to rush games. But I'm gonna cover Star Wars now, okay? I'm gonna cover Star Wars real quick.